Okay, so this is all about the mapping. Now, how about the grouping? So next step is to group the bits. How are we going to group the bits? So let's see some example. So when we do the grouping, the important thing is we can group the bits that are located in the neighboring cells, and we have to group them. So we have to group them in a powers of 2. So meaning that we can group either 2 bits, we can group the single bit, we can group the 2 bits, we can group the 4 bits, and we can group the 8 bits together. So we cannot group 3 bits, we cannot group the 5 bits or 6 bits. Okay, so this is important. So we have to know how to group them. So let's say for example, the example on the top, A here, right? So this is the mapping that we did. So now we have to group the bits. So we can group only neighboring bits. So first bit here, for example, if you look here, doesn't have any neighbors, right? No neighbors, no neighboring bits, no neighboring ones. So we just group it as alone, the single bit. Okay? So group with a single member. Now next one here, if you look, these 2 bits are together, so we can group them together like this. Okay? And then these bits are also together. So the same bit can be the member of the different group as well. So we can group in this direction as well. No problem with that. Okay, so we can group in this direction. So this is the answer. So next one here, if you look, what we have here is that this 1, 2, and this 1, 2, these 2 bits are considered as a neighbor. So we can group in this direction. If you remember, we said the bottom row and the top row are considered as a neighbor. So we can group in this direction. And then we can group in these 2 bits together again, and we can group these 2 bits together again. So again, the same bit can be the member of 2 different groups or 3 different groups, it doesn't matter. So this is our answer here, right? Now let's look at the next example. So when you group the bits, try to make as big as possible the group, right? So if you look here, so what we can do is, let me change my marker color. So here we have the 1 4-bit group, right? So this is 1 4-bit group, and then we have another 4-bit group here. So very big group. So the bigger the group, the smaller the final expression. So we try to make as big as possible the group. Okay, and then we can group these 2 bits together. Okay. In this example, if you look, the left column and right column, we said they are neighbors, so we can group in this direction. We can group these 4 bits with these 4 bits. Okay, so we can make a very big group here. Now, if you look here, we have another 4-bit group. Can we group the 6 bits? Can we group these 4 with these 2? No. We have to group only in the powers of 2, right? So we can group these 4 bits together. Okay. And lastly, we have this single bit, so let's group in this direction. Okay. Again, we cannot group the 3 bits. We can only group the 2, 4, or 8 or single bit. Okay, and this will be our grouping. So let's look at some example that we did on board. So this is our previous expression. If you look at this expression, how we can group here, right? So first of all, we can see the very large group, the 8-bit group here. So we can group these 8 bits together. Okay, so this is one group. Now, another group is, if you look here, we have the 2. We can group the 4. We cannot group 6 bits. Again, we cannot group the 6 bits, right? So we cannot group the 6 bits, we cannot group the 3 bits, we cannot group the 5 bits or the 7. No. We can group the single bit. Okay, is okay. 2 bits are okay, 4 bits are okay, 8 bits are okay, 16 bits are okay. Okay? Now, look here. So we can group another 4 bits. We can group them like this. Right? So this will be another group. And lastly, we have this bit. So this bit we can group with this bit above. So we can do the grouping. Where is my marker? Yeah. So we can do the grouping in this direction. So we can make group like this. So this one and this one are grouped together now. These 4 bits and these are the 8-bit group. Okay, so this is how we do the grouping.